Good morning. This is the Power Prophet Tarot, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm doing the Friday weekend read. Remember, I do a Friday, and that's for the whole weekend. And then I'll begin with Monday readings on Sunday evening, or Sunday. I'll put them up at some point. I hope all is well. I'm feeling like really excited. I'm getting a sense of just exhilaration, of just expectancy about what the weekend's going to hold. I feel like good things are on the horizon, not just for the weekend, but times are changing. I mean, I did that reading last night for the Pisceans, and then I talked about the other stuff that I put up, but it was all just about individuality, and then it was about, not pushing ideas on people and needing people to promote your ideas. And, that just resonated with me as well as I'm sure with you all. And, I'm reading to a universal audience, so these messages are new to me as much as they are to you. So I'm just doing things a little bit differently because it's Friday. Instead of pulling 4 mystical shaman oracle cards, I pulled 2, and I didn't even peek at them yet, okay? And so the first card that came out is number 56. Can you see that? Is it in? Thunder. 56. And 5 and 6. 5 has a little bit of conflict and tension in it. So there's always some level of conflict and tension in life, period. So we can't even escape that. But 6 also means it brings it a little bit of foundation and stability. Harmony, right? Brings a little bit of harmony. So I had the book upside down because I wanted to read. I wanted to read to set us off on the right foot to see where this reading will take us. So we're looking at 56, Thunder. And it was turned right side up. And because it's turned right side up, we're receiving an invitation. When thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big dramatic change that feels like a herd of wild bison on the run. You might feel it right through your bones, and you know that you are powerless to influence whatever events have been set in motion. This is the time to be prepared for anything. The trick is to learn to run with them. Not fight against them like that tension of that 5 portends, but to run with them. Qualities that you'll need more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form opportunities will come. Your destiny is arriving. Be ready. Nice. Then we have the rainbow, which seems a little sad because it's upside down. This is what it looks like right side up. Can you see it? The rainbow. Yeah, it's a little upside down. And it's 41. 4 is telling us about stability and foundation. And the 1, of course, is a wonderful number. It's all about beginnings and potential. Can you see the numbers? 41. So this is upside down. So let's see what it says. 41. When it's upside down, we need to be served just a little bit of medicine. So the medicine for this: don't get caught in pursuit of the illusion of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Remember, with our bison, don't dictate what form or fashion it should be in. So this is telling us, don't get caught in the pursuit of illusion of a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The treasure's now. Be ready for anything. In the the moment by coming into right relationship with those around you. Flexible, dexterity, right? Man, it fits with that first card big time. All your gifts are at hand. The universe has given you all you need. So obvious to you, or so obvious that you might have missed them. Like, for some reason, you may have missed the herd of bison running, which is impossible. Or you might have missed your opportunity to jump in and go with the flow. Be true to your intentions and do not be led astray by daydreams. A herd of bison is not a daydream. Lots of opportunities are not a daydream. Being ready for anything is not a daydream. So don't be led astray by daydreams. Keep your eyes on the prize. So let's see what we have speaking to us through the cards today regarding our nice little mystical reading, our shaman, our oracle. You put them down over here. I'm going to start out today, as always, with my Manzel's Tarot 2 cards because I love them. I did a long pre-shuffle. The spirit had me feeling like there was a lot to be said and I needed to shuffle for a long time and meditate on these cards, as I did. I'll do another shuffle because now I'm live. Another shuffle. I give them 3. 3 seems to be the magic number. 3 paragraphs. 3 sentences make a paragraph. 3 ideas. 3 points. Everything is about the number 3, right? Well, at least that's what we're told when we're in school, right? 3 paragraphs. Please give me the message to highlight these opportunities, being ready for anything, to let us know how we should not miss our blessings and what our blessings are. Give us some insight into these cards that were pulled from the Shaman Mystical deck. Give us more insight. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I pray over the audience that they are healthy and feeling good and ready for this weekend. I pray that their families are well and that they're able to deal with their challenges in a way that is productive and upbuilding. And I just ask that these cards be able to provide some of that wisdom and advice and insight. By the way, I'm a prophet, which means that many times I do talk about myself and experiences I've had to use as an example to make a larger point. I just wanted to bring that up because maybe a lot of people don't know what a prophet is. They bring messages. You know, the thing that I think about is Jonah from VeggieTales when I was young. You know, he comes into town with a message from the Lord. I remember that song. and then he ran away, right? He ran away because he didn't want to go to the dregs of society to bring them a message of hope and peace. And as the story is told, he got ate up by a whale. You know, I find that unusual. And how could he stay in the whale for 3 days and 3 nights? Anyway, that's something I have to grapple with on my own. But as a prophet, I bring message from the universal life force. I just wanted to make that clear because I'm not sure everybody knows the meanings of intuitive prophet. As an intuitive, I intuit the messages from the universal life force. Empaths are something different. Diviners are something different. You know, there's so many different names for our trade and within our fields. So a prophet is someone who provides messages. And I have biblical references because I was brought up in that tradition. Now I'm in the tradition of Kemet. And there were still prophets during Kemet. Not only that, but tarot cards were originally invented as a playing game in Egypt. Go figure. I hear a lot of different stories, but the reality is Egypt was their birthplace. But anyway, that's not a big deal. I just had this inkling to tell you this. So I shuffled the cards. I'm going to cut them. They're going to give us exactly what we need. I'm claiming that in the name of the universal life force. And remember, I may read according to what the book says. I doubt it. I read what I'm told to read. I interpret as I'm told to interpret. So if you're looking for a read that's aligned, and I tried to do one last night and I had to have cheat sheets. Oh, it was awful. That clearly is not my wheelhouse. My wheelhouse is interpreting the message just from the universal life force. And that's what I'm doing as a prophet. I'm bringing you a message. Could be advice, could be warning, could be good tidings. It just could be anything. And I'm claiming that it's going to be a wonderful message for this weekend. So let's see. Hope. All right. All right. Let's see. Things are looking a bit interesting. But they wind up on a good note. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which is upside down. When I see this and when I'm interpreting this card, it always feels like a loss. It always feels like there's a challenge happening, that there is something that is going to go missing or that has been missed. I give the analogy of like if you're in a roller coaster and you have change in your pocket and you're going upside down, it's all going to fall out. The ace is a strong number because it's a 1, potential possibilities. But when it's upside down, it portends a little challenge. But that's okay because we know it's hard to run with the buffalo, right? It's hard to run with the buffalo. And it's hard to always see our opportunities. And that's okay because eventually we will. We have Temperance upside down. Temperance is a beautiful, beautiful card of just patience and peace and comfort and healing. When it's upside down, it's a little itchy. It gives me a little itch. It makes me feel like, okay, something's not quite right. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's not quite right. And maybe it's the flexibility that's needed to see these opportunities, right? The rainbow talked about not chasing the end of the rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, okay? So maybe there's some movement toward something or somebody that is an illusion or daydream. Or maybe you're daydreaming about someone too much. Maybe you're spending too much time thinking about an issue instead of working on that issue. And that's why we have the upside down pentacles. I'm trying to show you the way that they come up in my readings. That daydreaming is making you miss opportunities. Opportunities. Okay? So we need to think about where our level of comfort is. Have we lost it? Where's that warmth that the temperance card brings? It's upside down to tell you to look a little bit more deeply inside yourself. To think about the things that you want. To contemplate on life. I could say, what's the opposite of comfort? What's the opposite of warmth? Comfort, uncomfortable, warmth, being cold. Yes. if we continue to be stuck in our daydreams and in our illusions, yeah, we're going to be uncomfortable and we're going to be cold. Because daydreams mean no action. And I'm going back to our oracle reading or the shaman reading that we had. However, we have my wonderful Empress card right after that. You are a strong, and this could be female or masculine energy. I don't want to say because it's an Empress, it's a woman, but it's female and masculine energy together, because the Empress is a strong, prosperous, smart individual. And they got that way not because they daydreamed, not because they lost opportunities, but because they thought smart. They grabbed onto that flexibility. They grabbed onto that dexterity. They saw the run for what it was and went with it with fluidity and freeness. Look at this card. It is absolutely gorgeous. Let me see. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's a face in the front and two younger faces on the side. So this is somebody who has youth. Not that they're young, but that just maintains that pliable quality. So they're not caught up in just one way of being. There's three faces. They can see three sides of their life. And it also speaks to a connection with the higher power as these feathers, or higher consciousness, as these feathers are off into the cosmos. And here's excuse me, I'm hearing my phone continue to ring and ring and ring, and it's driving me crazy. I don't know who it is, and I'm not answering it because this is Friday read day. So, this is the Empress. This is where you are going. This is where you will find yourself. If you maintain fluidity and stay in the now, you can be Empress. And for me, this is full of masculine and feminine energy. Male or female or other. And this Empress is vigilantly looking out over her land, her bounty. This is the Knight of Wands. Fire! And that always indicates courage, getting over. Doesn't always, but it can. In this instance, it can. This is the courage to move forth with the goals that you set for yourself. So whatever goal you set for yourself this weekend, I'm saying go for it. Or set a goal for this weekend. Go to the gym. Go hang out with those new friends. Go get a spa day. Go get that shirt that you saw on sale. Don't do anything that's going to cause you guilt and pain when you're finished. But go and do those things that will bring you a sense of joy and a sense of fun, fluidity, that flexibility. This Knight's not flexible. He's watching. He's watching with seriousness. So this Empress is not the Empress just because she's smart and bold, but she's an Empress because this particular major arcana card is looking in every direction to make sure she's not missing opportunities, and he or she is being vigilant in doing so. The moon signifies needing to go inside, a little bit. So this weekend, meditate. Do some meditation. You need to come in, because sometimes the moon means being over emotional about things. And sometimes we can get over emotional about our goals and our dreams. Right? So there's times when we need quiet time. So this weekend, take quiet time for yourself. It doesn't have to be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It can be 5 minutes to sit and clear your mind and to go inward and to think about it. We don't want to, again, go into a daydream state. Maybe we can think about how we can make those daydreams a reality, right? As was brought out in the Mystical Shaman deck. But we have to take time for ourselves. So while fun with others is important, as I said, spa day, go to the gym. It's a good way to meditate because you're into yourself, you're feeling yourself, and those endorphins are going. But take time to go inwardly. And it doesn't have to be the conventional meditative sit down or, go to the beach. I live at the beach because that helps me maintain my equilibrium and refreshes me. So what refreshes you? You could be the vigilant empress, bold, confident, but if you're not taking care of yourself, it's not going to work. So you need time for you. Love on you. And then, of course, we end on a high note with the Ten of Cups. Cups, water, fertility, life, portending, good things, excellent things. And remember that rainbow was turned upside down? This card is turned right side up. This weekend is going to be one of the best weekends you ever had. You've got resource around you. This could be friends, this could be students, this could be mentees, this could be anybody, but folks and things that are building you up. It's going to be a good weekend. So when we started out with these two upside down, yeah, that's that tension. That's that conflict. But the Empress set us right and gave us insight into the fact that we need to be vigilant in watching out over ourselves and our resource, whether that be children, whether that be money, whether that be company, whether that meaning organization, just being vigilant and keeping an eye out. That's why she has 3 faces. Take some time this weekend to go inwardly to yourself. And again, you don't have to do it traditionally. It could be many ways of being meditative. You could go for a walk, a jog if you jog. There's so many ways to meditate. But at the end of the day, at the end of this weekend, you will feel refreshed and full. And you will be like the Ten of Cups, surrounded by beauty and love. And that rainbow, you're not chasing it because the golden resource is all around you. There's no pot of gold at the end because the gold is right where you are. You only have to see it and acknowledge it in order for it to be so. Sometimes we take things for granted, right? But this Ten of Cups is saying this weekend, Spend some time with the family. Spend some time with your partner. Spend some time cleaning up. That's also a meditative technique, to clean up in a meditative way. By doing the best job you absolutely can do and trying not to let any other thoughts come into your head other than cleaning. Or if you have one thing you want to meditate on, think about the many opportunities, the bison that are running through your life. Be ready for anything this weekend. And I'm not saying anything negative. I'm saying be ready for all the wonderful things that are going to occur. And if there are any stories people have exceeded their own imagination as to what the weekend could be, or opened their eyes to the wonderful things that are around them that they've missed, please comment and let us know what's happening, because I would love to know how your weekend is. That's the end of my story today, right? I'm going to do one more shaman read to end the session. I'm not going to do a ancient Egyptian tarot card reading because I don't want to bog you down with a whole bunch of stuff. I want to keep it light and airy and to have that breathing room in that reading. So, let's go back to the shaman. Let the sun shine. I keep hearing that in my head. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. That was awful. But I never said I was a singer. As a matter of fact, that was so awful, it just totally screwed up my shuffle. I will try that again. Let's see. Let me shuffle these shaman. Shaman. Give us something good. Something to end this weekend read on a high note. Advice, wisdom. Tell us what we should be doing. How we should be feeling. What we need to be thinking about. Yes. Tell us what we should be thinking about. Tell us what we should be thinking about this weekend. What should we be concerned about? I should do the power deck, but it takes a while to get a card out of there because you have to lay them all out and then feel it with your energy as your hand goes across it, and sometimes it takes a couple of runs. I'm trying to keep this to 30 minutes. Cutting again. Yeah. Let's see what we have here. Universe. I almost want to cry. We have water. I can't get this. I can't get this wrong. This is about potential. This is about possibilities. Because it's a 6 and a 1 and harmony. Can you see the number? Water. Give me a sec. Usually I interpret these on my own, but because it's a weekend read, I'm going straight. And this was right side up. It's an invitation. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable. Remember, we had the moon to go inside of ourselves and meditate. Excuse me. Do not settle on a conclusion at this time. Keep your options open. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Fluidity. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust that you can ride the wave of opportunity as it arises, as you ride the wave of the bison barreling through with dexterity, fluidity, and flexibility. Natural flow is here. Go with it. Don't fight. Don't fight. It's not worth it this weekend. Let it go. What is asking you to let it go? And just accept that some people are the way they are. If you don't like them, leave them alone. Some things are going to be the way they are. You can't change them. If you don't like that thing, get rid of it. If it's something you really need, try to understand it. This is the end to a wonderful read. Water is life. Water is fertility. This is portending potential and possibilities. This weekend has every bit, this interpretation, it has every bit of the ability to give you some surprises and to open your eyes and see things with a new vision. And on that end, namaste and happy weekend. Bye-bye.